Housekeepers who worked in casinos, hotels. What's the weirdest thing you walked into? Ask Reddit. I worked for a hotel chain in Colorado, and one day my co-worker and I went to strip a bed and the bed was full of oranges. The dresser oranges. Side table, cans of mandarin oranges. Not exactly shocking or disgusting, but it was weird. Maybe they were doing a self-cleanse? Vitamin C in excess equals diarrhea. Alternatively, they could have been from an Asian country where mandarins specifically mean good luck or long life. So taking Plan C then? I worked as a concierge for an upscale hotel, so, naturally, because there wasn't a line for my desk, I fielded complaints regularly. One day a woman, very nice and patient, rare, calmly explained to me that her 5-year-old opened the door to their bathroom and there was a housekeeper pooping in there. The housekeeper and the boy screamed so loudly that I had already got noise complaints from the adjacent rooms. Needless to say, that family got a free night and an upgrade. When you gotta go, you gotta go. Hotel worker. Had an American guy come into our hotel, meant to be staying for 3 days. Went into his room and never left the room in over 2 weeks. He kept phoning down to extend his stay. The strange thing was, he had the same routine every day. Around 8 a.m., he would order 8 bottles of beer and 20 cigarettes to be sent up to his room. He'd signed the check off to his room for the beers but had to pay cash for the cigarettes as they came from the hotel shop, which wasn't owned by the hotel, therefore wasn't able to charge to the room. The cigarettes came to around £11, and he would always give us a £20 note and told us to keep the change. Lunchtime rolls around, and again, 8 bottles of beer, and 20 cigarettes. Come dinner time, again, another 8 beers, but 40 cigarettes this time, assuming to keep a stock of when the shop closed at night time. This happened every day he was staying with us. No one ever saw him leave the hotel, so assumed he had a stack of £20 notes to pay for his cigarettes. He also instructed housekeeping not to clean his room. When he eventually left, the maid was greeted with hundreds of empty beer bottles, the bin was half full with cigarette ends and ash, and the room was left remarkably clean, albeit smelling awful. We tried to research the guy, but could only find he was part of an American broadcasting company. It was a long time ago and can't remember, so assumed he was over here to lie low. He checked out, paid off his bill, didn't even bother to check the bill, into a taxi and never to be seen again. Someone I know worked housekeeping at a casino. He walked in on a guy smearing shit over the walls with his bare hands. He was pissed that he lost money and thought he was justified to do it. Housekeeping called security, he was charged and banned. Ah, yes, the Eric Cartman method. It ain't gonna smell like a garden, butters. We had a hotel room one time and checked in around 3-4ish, can't remember what hotel it was. When we walked in, one of the housekeepers was asleep in the chair, apparently had taken a rest and checked out, for who knows how long. We woke her up when we came in the room. She was very apologetic and took her cart and stuff with her right away. We never said anything to the staff or saw her again. The room was all clean and set up, so nothing to complain about. If she is anything like the housekeepers I know, that was one of many jobs. Working double shifts isn't uncommon and many of those ladies work extra when offered. You are good people for not saying anything. Agreed, that lady needed that sleep. No one willingly breaks rules, and jeopardizes their job unless they're desperate for some sleep. I worked in a casino where I watched a middle-aged man literally shake a solid turd down his pant leg, sit back down and continued on his machine. I turned around with backpack vacuum on and went to my lunch break. I didn't get paid enough to pick up stranger shit. Everyone knows you don't quit on a hot streak. What if the hot streak is running down your thighs? If they're your lucky pants, you do nothing. I don't know how true this is, But someone once told me that there are people who wear adult diapers when they go to gamble so that they don't have to leave the machine, and that's one of the saddest things I've ever heard. How does one get in that deep? I'm going to say it's true, considering I've seen people on the same machine for almost 48 straight hours. That's gotta be impossible without the use of some form of bathroom buddy. Bathroom buddy. Lol. That's a nice way to put it. I have only been inside of a casino once, and that was for a tour. Lol. I'd love to go back just to people watch. Don't. It's really depressing when you actually watch them and see how psychologically the gambling addiction takes over. Even if they win, it's as if it doesn't register on their faces. No more dopamine hit. They are shells of themselves. I struggle a lot with alcoholism, but I thank God that I am not addicted to gambling. Edit, my most upvotes, and it's such a depressing comment. If any of the upvoters struggle with alcoholism, then I recommend Stop Drinking. It has helped myself and countless others in a way I could have never believed. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Please like and subscribe for more videos.